on look at the video, and that happens. We are at a distance because it is due to the COVID-19, and you know that this is due to the pandemic. And now I take a English class, and let me introduce you first. I am Dr. Smruti Ranjan Behera, a PhD holder and having 33 years of experience in teaching English language and literature at different degree colleges in the district of Kendrapada and all over in the state of Odisha. Now, I would like to tell you about the basic foundation of English, and you may be knowing what constitutes the basic foundation of English. You know that there are 26 letters in English language, and those 26 letters are not enough. They have one more service to serve to the students and to the learners of English language. And you know that there are 26 letters in English language, but there are 44 sounds also in English language, and those 44 sounds are ingrained, are associated, are connected with these 26 letters. And it's a very interesting language. English is a very interesting language because it is different from our Indian languages like Hindi, like Telugu, like Bengali and Tamil language, because they have a codified form, they have a specific form of sounds. But in English, there is a random sounds. You cannot find even one letter gives different kinds of sounds. And those different sounds are also represented by different kinds of alphabet or different kinds of letters. Okay? Then we let us go straight to the things that we mean. Suppose there is a letter, you can find there is a letter C, and that C is represented by different sound system. That C is also pronounced as K in cat, and that same C is also pronounced as S in center. So therefore, one letter but gives different sounds in English. Similarly, you can find that some letters are not pronounced in English. Like you can find there is a word climb, and you know that B is not pronounced in English. So therefore, it's a peculiar language, and therefore it has a 44 sound systems. 44 sound systems, or you can say these are symbols. These are symbols. So all these symbols are arranged at three heads. One is a consonant, and the other is vowels, and the other is diphthongs. So this is out of 24, and you know these vowels are 12 and diphthongs are 8. So as a whole it becomes 44 sounds. Okay. So therefore we can now subdivide these consonants and vowels and diphthongs. Okay. So as a whole, I can say as a whole, so when we make sounds, how these sounds are produced. So these sounds are produced to certain specific organs of the body. Certain specific organs of the body. So different of these 44 sounds are produced by different organs. You may say that those organs, you can find that the first organ that creates sounds, that produces sound, is your lungs, and then it comes through your throat, which is called as vocal cord, Then it comes through the nasal cavity, or you can find also it's called lips, and as a whole it can be called as a mouth. And there is one more important part, that is a palate, or you can say palate means the upper part of the mouth. That also helps in producing these sounds. So when the sound comes, you can find, suppose I say the sound B. So that sound B, when it comes, it is forced from the lungs. And then it comes through the vocal cord. And when we utter that sound, what happens? A stream of air, a flow of air is forced out of the lungs. And when it is forced out of the lungs, the two lips are jammed, are tightened, and that sound is forced. Sound is broken. So at that point, that you can so know that this is a consonant. So a consonant is such a letter that where the stream of air is checked at the lips. So when I utter B, the lips are closed, the lips are tightened, and then it comes through the nasal cavity. So therefore, that consonants are produced when a stream of air is broken, or it is choked, or it is checked, or it is controlled by tightening of these two lips. So therefore, the B sound is produced. Similarly, you can find also different consonants. Those are the consonants. Those letters are consonants when your sound that comes out of it is tightened, is closed, is broken, or you can say it is checked by tightening of the lips, then it becomes the consonant. So let us similarly at the same point, let us make it clear that what happens in case of the vowels. So vowels, you can find that vowels are such letters which you can say that are quite opposite of the consonants. So how it is opposite of the consonants? Because in case of consonants, what happens? The air flow, or the stream of air, or the line of air that emanates from the lungs is broken, is choked. So similarly, when those letters or the stream of air is not checked, it comes out spontaneously, freely, then it becomes the vowels. So you can say that when I say art, that you can find even, though it comes from the lungs, but the lips are not tight, the lips are not tightened, the lips are not choked. So therefore, those stream of air that comes freely from lungs passes through, or it travels through the vocal cord, and then ultimately comes out freely, then it becomes the vowels. And similarly, in case of, because these are subdivided under three heads. One is a consonant, another is a vowel, then the next is a diphthong. So you can say diphthong, what are they? They are basically the vowels. But because of some differences in sounds, they have been categorized, they have been put into certain category which is called as a diphthong. So why it is a diphthong? Because it combines two vowels. You can find, if I utter the word sky, so it becomes Y, it becomes AI. So therefore it is a diphthong. So it combines the two sounds, that vowel sounds, and when joined together it produces one unit of sound. So therefore it is a diphthong. But otherwise we can say that there are 20 vowels. There are 20 vowels. So in case of 20, if you compare these 20 vowels along with the 24 consonants, then what happens? It becomes a 44 sounds in English language. So therefore, it is a different kind of language. So you can find even it is letters are 26, but sounds are 44. So how you can find there are some consonants which create problems for the English language users or speakers. You can find that this is a sound that is a letter that is called as IPA, International Phonetic Alphabet. This is also alphabet, and what is it combines TH sound. So therefore that same sound is also produced as D, that is also TH, but it is you can find in the word then, and it is you can find also this. So therefore the sound differs. In case of some sounds, some consonant sounds are peculiar. They are not in match with the English letters, or you can find the English alphabet. So therefore it becomes difficult for the learners like you, those who are novice, those who are new to the classes. They can know that they can only know that there are 26 letters, that's all. But you can find also those letters have one more important ingredient, element with it, and that is the sound system.